We got the smoke there just real good. And then we open up slowly, which we're looking for larva. Larva, which usually we want it to be a certain age, probably about 72 hours old. But we can always get them to hatch, for the queen to hatch out on a certain date. Now we don't have sunshine today. It'd be more appropriate if we had sunshine, but it's a little cloudy today. But see, can we find some good larvae, the right age that we really like? Well, some days we go in and find larvae real quickly, and some days we can't. Sometimes, like I say, some days we can't get we may have some here. Okay, we may have something right here in this frame. So we'll take it in to the ladies and let them put under the light, and they can tell me, do I have the right size or not, okay? So we'll take this on inside. Hey, Bella, I want you to look at this and see. I hope you can find some in here. Okay, now these are the ones we grafted yesterday. We like to let them stay in at least 24 hours before they can give them a good start. So therefore, we're gonna take them off and move them to a finishing hive, which is above excluder. But anyway, we're gonna see how good did they start. Did they get a good start? So try to get some of the bees off of it. Now we got a good, perfect start. Perfect start here. If you can see all the little wax on the end, that let me know they got a good start. They've been well fed royal jelly. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm real pleased with the start of these here. Now, every one is almost started. If we can get a good finish, every one of these cells gonna be a queen. So therefore, those 4 frames was a real good start. When you see all these bees cluster like this on here, they really feeding that larva. So those hives are queenless. What they really trying to do is raise themselves a queen. So every hive knows it's supposed to have a queen, so they going to work trying to raise themselves a queen. Now we got all these baby cells out. Now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna bring those frames out and put them in here and let them be in there for 24 hours, and then we'll move those out. This is kind of in our season. Our sales don't be as many as we usually like it to be, because like this is the season. Everything the bees are slowing down. They know when time to slow down. So right now they're slowing down. Thank you. Okay. So we putting these in, which they just grafted, and they'll be in here 24 hours, and we may not get chance to move them out tomorrow, but we will move them Monday morning. Now we always like to feed them thin syrup. While they can go ahead and feed it. Feed that larva. Okay, now we'll put the lid back on them, and we won't bother them anymore till Monday.
Okay, one of the things that you want to bear in mind when you're raising queens is you want to try to put your colonies that are going to be raising queen cells in good locations. where they have abundant floral resources, lots of pollen, and to the extent possible, nectar. This is an example of a good location to rear queens in, particularly in the fall. We've got a couple of plants around us that are key. So we have aster, which is going to provide a nectar source. We've got broomweed, which is a good pollen source. And you can see that this pasture is full of this stuff. And so these bees are going to be doing better than other colonies in other parts of the world nearby that don't have those floral resources. So that's always something that you want to keep in mind when you're picking spots to put your bees and to rear queen cells. So the way we do it is we finish queen cells above an excluder in a colony that's got 2 stories or 2.5 stories. And we work up young brood, that is, we bring young brood out of the bottom where the queens can find up above the excluder, and we put the queen cells down in between those combs of brood. So as you can see right here, we've got young brood in the center of that comb, surrounded by honey. Same thing on this side. And so here are the queen cells that were dropped in just earlier today, just hours ago. So as you can see, they've got a little wax on them, and they've been fed royal jelly, and over the next 24 to 36 hours, you're going to see more and more royal jelly build up in the bottom of these cell cups as they are provisioned by the nurse bees. And that's the reason that you bring young brood up, because it lures nurse bees out of the colony up above the excluder where they'll be to take care of the queen cells.